Hey guys, this is Sarah and today I'm doing my May wrap-up. So this month I read a total of 11 books, 10... I'm sorry, I'm sick. So this month I read a total of 11 books, 10 that I have completed and 1 that I am currently reading. And this is actually going to be pretty short because 7 of those books were for Ribsat, and I have a wrap-up for Ribsat. If you have not seen it, I'll leave the link down in the description. But that is the chunk of the books that I read for that readathon. So this is going to be very quick. Even though the amount of books I read is pretty good, I still kind of feel like a fail this month because I read 1 book that goes with my theme this month. And in my defense, I started 2, and I realized that reading classics on Kindle is impossible for me. I started A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, which is one of my favorite classics. Like, it's not even that I don't like it. It's one of my favorite classics ever. And I cannot get through it. It was just so hard and so confusing. I could not understand anything. The pages blurred together. Like, I felt like I'd read a lot and then I'd check and it'd be like 2 pages over and I would be like, what is going on? I did not understand anything, and I just said, you know what, I give up. I'm gonna read 1 classic and that's it, and I'll never do this theme again unless I have physical copies. So without further ado, let's talk about my month, shall we? The first book that I read this month was Darkest Mercy by Melissa Marr. This is the last book in the Wicked Lovely series. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. But too many deaths for my liking. I did not enjoy that because there were main characters that I loved, that I really, really enjoyed, and were my favorites, that passed away, and I just not cool, especially in the very last book. I understand why, I get it, just did not like that part. But the ending was amazing. It was exactly what was needed, and I am just so happy. Everyone pretty much got what they needed. Pretty much. What they needed, what they wanted, and it makes me happy. And the next book that I read was Enchanted by Gail Carrison Levine. Yes, I think. And I don't know how I feel about this book. I know it's a classic, but I watched the movie first, and they aged the actors in the movie up and changed some of the plot points, and so I wasn't expecting it and the plot as it actually is, and the writing style was kind of weird. Like, it was sort of disjointed, like it didn't really flow together, and I know it was on purpose because the whole book was like that. It wasn't just like this 1 paragraph. No, like the whole thing just felt like trying on a new pair of shoes, even though you know that they're a size too small, but they're the only size there is, and you want to fit in the shoe. It's like disjointed. And I saw more resemblance to Cinderella in the book than the movie, so I don't know. I still feel like I like the movie better because singing, Anne Hathaway, giants, stuff. But it was really interesting to see the base of the movie, like where it was inspired from, and I enjoyed it either way. Then the next book that I read was The Archived by Victoria Schwab. I read this with my friends Javon and Abby. I'll leave the links to their channels in the description box because they're awesome. And we had a grand old time, and I love this book. Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab, whatever you want to call her, is officially one of my favorite authors. I love her. I love her. And this was so good. So good, in fact, that we are going to buddy read The Unbound in June, and it's going to be exciting, and we're going to have a blast, and I am so anxious to read it because stuff is still in the air, and I don't like it. And to conclude this, the book that I'm currently reading is Rook by Sharon Cameron. I am like 42% of the way through. Again, I'm sick, and I started this the last week of May, and that's when I got super sick. And I was hoping to finish it this weekend, but obviously could not. I did not have the energy or the desire to read at all whatsoever, just because I felt so bad. I had tonsillitis. It's not fun. I'm still a little congested. And so I got halfway through, and I'm hoping to finish it today or tomorrow, hopefully, because I have a big TBR for June on purpose because I'm stupid and that's what I do. But it's good so far. It reads a lot like A Tale of Two Cities, meaning lots of description, really slow, lots of POVs, and you know the twists and turns, but they don't. And it's a lot of intrigue and mystery and disguises, and again, it is England and Paris, and it's sort of like dystopian, A Tale of Two Cities, like in the future but not. And it's cool. The premise is really cool. I'm really enjoying it. It's just I was not in the mood to read. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, the other 7 books that I read this month are in my Read Stat Round 5 wrap-up. The link's in the description if you want to hear my thoughts on those books. I really enjoyed the readathon, and I read a lot of great books, so check out that video because I have so much to say. Let me know your thoughts on the books that I've read. Let me know how disappointed you are in me for not completing my TBR, which I'm sorry, I just can't do classics. At least not yet. Be on the lookout for my June TBR, which is really exciting, and I'm so excited to get started with that theme. I'm like pumped. It makes me think of summer, and I'm so excited. Let me know the books you guys read this month. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!